Did I get a cue?
Yeah.
We're on the internet. Hey guys, this is Campaigns of the Plains, Season 2 D&D, our Final Fantasy homebrew campaign. We are on episode 63 right now, but we've got plenty of episodes in our archives for you to go check out every Friday.
I don't know.
We're at 64.
Oh man, I'm off. My bad. We are on Nintendo episode 64, not a sponsor. Guys, we have episodes here on YouTube every Friday, so make sure to come check us out. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of the YouTube-y things. It helps our channel grow, and we appreciate it. If we see you comment, we'll probably comment back. Pretty good chance of it, actually. But let us know how we're doing. We like that kind of stuff. Also, down here, you might see some socials. So, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter for now, maybe if it didn't age well at this point.
By June, I think we'd know.
Huh?
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, also probably a TikTok floating around out there. We also have a backlog of other tabletops that we play. So we've done some one-shots. We've done Honey Heist, Humblewood. We've done Monster of the Week. We've done some Eberron one-shot campaigns all over on our YouTube channel. Sure, we've got something to tickle your fancy. But we understand sometimes YouTube isn't the best thing to have up at work or in the car, so we've got you covered, don't we, Travis?
Of course. Hey, go on over to Amazon Music, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, or Spotify, or whatever your favorite platform is. Go ahead and hit the follow, the like, the download button, and follow us every Wednesday as we release our latest podcast. Those release at 7 a.m. Central Time, so that you have enough time to download that before your morning commute. And we appreciate all your support.
Yeah. So, let's get into this episode. Alysia, you want to tell us what happened last time?
Oh, I called my notes Spicy Air. Oh, right, so we're started with action. There was a guy with a scythe, Joker's face or something. But this scythe guy is here for Milos. And Milos is supposed to fight to the death with his rival, who's also holding his parents hostage. So, Milos doesn't really get a choice. That's great. Good times. And this scythe guy is called Jack. He's the guy that beat the crap out of Joker and then dropped him on our doorstep so kindly. It was very nice of him. Thank you. And then I wrote up... What? Oh! Okay. Ellie went to go get some food for Becky. And then Becky came looking for Ellie because... who knows? Who knows? Ellie ran into a random tent and found a fat Hyloxodon named Duff. And he had cute creatures that looked like flying squirrels. They're called rattlinks. And they're multiple different colors. And Ellie fed one a walnut and it brought her back a platinum. And then she convinced it to be her friend forever. And now it lives in her hair, I guess. And she named it Peaches. Ellie also got to taste some spicy air, and also some slightly less spicy air. Milos invested in Blitzball. Din got her gems repaired and bought new shiny rocks. Marquies wants to shoot us with a super soaker gun. Potion gun.
Super soakers are fun.
Asher identified his new swords and materia, and they float and stuff. Ellie played a whole platinum for soup and got 2 pots and nuts for her new animal friend. And then we had soup. And that's really all I got.
And then there was soup. More specifically, she got curry. But anyway, as you guys drifted off to sleep, the last thing you hear before losing consciousness was the jingle of bells and sight of a man dressed in red and white walking through the tent. As you wake up, you all have a parcel in front of you with your names on it.
It's not my birthday. Ellie rips it open.
This will be important. So instead of drawing, because there are pictures on these cards, I'm just going to have you give me a number 1 through 30, Ellie.
Oh, 28.
Okay.
You thought long and hard about that.
Say your age.
Sure.
I have no idea how old people are anymore. I forgot how old I am.
So you open them up and you find a pair of bracers of archery.
This is useless to me.
But you know someone who might be able to use it.
Merry Christmas. Sorry.
Oh, it's a white elephant gift exchange.
What's it called in this world? Festivus?
Starlight celebration.
Happy Starlight celebration. I don't know what time of the year it is.
It's about mid-year, so not even close.
Happy birthday. I missed yours because I didn't know you yet.
Fair enough.
Okay. They're bracers of archery. It
It's
says
still
them on the
waking
card. They make you shoot your bow better. Can't read this. Shoot bow good.
Shoot bow good.
+1 to bow. I don't know what bracers of archery do. I think that's probably an accurate description.
While wearing these bracers, you have proficiency with the long and short bow, and you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls on ranged attacks made with such weapons.
Oh, it's +2 damage, not plus to hit though.
Yeah.
And it gives you proficiency, which you already have. But
Din, you see a parcel in front of you? 1 through 29.
28?
Yeah.
27.
More bracers.
Okay. You unwrap it to find the Stone of Good Luck.
Oh!
While this Polish Gate is on your person, you gain a +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws.
You could borrow that.
I could. I don't know what she got yet though. I mean, she does. But...
I can't read this. Oh, I got you.
Becky, you also have a power soul in front of you. 1 through 28.
Okay. 17.
So it makes you lucky. Or something. What did it do?
It's a stone of luck.
Disadvantage on saving throws?
You get advantage on saving throws. I don't know what those
Or is
are.
it +1 to saving throws?
I think it's +1.
I
It
forgot,
makes you
so it wasn't
better
me.
at things.
So,
Oh, do you want me to take the rock?
you find a pair of
Sure.
boots. The boots of speed.
Oh.
While you're wearing these boots, you can use a bonus action and click your heels together. If you do, the boots double your walking speed. And any creature that makes an opportunity attack against you has disadvantage on the attack roll. If you click your heels together again, you can end the effect. And when the boots property has been used a total of 10 minutes, the magic ceases to function until you finish a long rest.
So they're not boots of haste, unfortunately.
They're boots of speed.
Yes.
I feel like
Yeah.
they're like really big, like Doc Martin, like black, dark. That's what I imagine.
Oh,
like Daria boots?
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
clompers.
Yeah.
All right, Milos.
Let's go 15.
15. Okay. You also have a pair of shoes. Well, slippers, really. You get the slippers of spider climbing.
Oh.
So while you wear these light shoes, you can move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving your hands free. You have a climbing speed equal to your walking speed. However, the slippers don't allow you to move on slippery surfaces such as ones covered by ice or oil.
They require attunement though. Fuck.
Marquies. What are we down to now? We're 4 cards down, and I said 30, so 26.
Let's do 1.
1.
Okay.
You pull out this very beautiful robe that looks like a starry night sky. The robe of stars. This black or dark blue robe is embroidered with small white or silver stars. You gain a +1 bonus to saving throws while you wear it. 6 stars are located on the robe's upper front portion, are particularly large. While wearing this robe, you can use an action to pull off one of the stars and use it to cast Magic Missile as a 5th level spell.
Oh, damn. Jesus.
That's
That's a spell.
But when do you get those charges back? Is the question.
I think they're just
Daily
magics.
at dusk, 1d6 removed stars reappear on the robe.
That's fucking good.
That's so
While you
good.
wear the robe, you
roll
can
a one.
use an action to enter the astral plane along with everything you are
Oh my
wearing or carrying.
God.
Jesus.
Fuck, that's good.
That's good.
You remain there until you use an action to return to the plane you were on.
Wow.
Reappear
What
in the
the hell,
last
you
space
already
you
know.
occupy.
Why did
Yeah.
Santa like you so much?
It's basically a cloak of,
Return home.
That's a
yeah.
cloak of swag.
That's
Yeah.
a cool cloak.
That is a pretty fucking cool cloak.
It is a robe, not a cloak.
Oh.
El Robo.
Puts it on over
Difference.
his leathers.
Sure.
Oh,
What do you
man. And
12.
20. Okay.
You can wear a cloak.
I was going to take 12, but I was like,
Yeah,
I
I
can't.
would smack you. I mean, I think we all can pick the same number, like,
Probably.
because I think he only has so many cards.
Right.
So we all could have picked one.
Well.
Fine.
That's fitting as, well, you guys didn't have one of these, I don't think.
Bag of holding?
It is Bag of Holding.
She had one, but she lost it.
No, I had a haversack.
Oh.
Yep. So you know how Bag of Holdings work. I'm not going to read this whole card. I'm
Do
sorry.
you want the bracers and I can take your stone, or do you want to
Yes.
keep your stone? Okay.
Trade.
Trades. Just because I don't really think that they're useful to me. I mean, they give you proficiency, but I can only get 1 attack. So.
Milos, along with your parcel, there is a little scroll next to it. Just a piece of parchment rolled up with a little seal in red wax. Do you open it up?
Do I recognize the seal?
It's just like, it looks like it's red wax with like a silver bell on it.
Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll open it. Go ahead.
In very neat handwriting. Do you read it or speak Elvish?
Mm-mm. I know Dwarvish and Orc, but not Elvish.
I speak Elvish.
I was like, it is. You recognize the Elven dialect. Maybe can't read it, but you recognize it. So
This shit look fancy.
Yeah. This is fancy. I don't. Is it like what's the what color is the ink?
the ink's just black on parchment. So
Does it have like a signature or anything?
I mean, not that you can read.
I'll just turn it around. Can anyone read this?
I know those words.
Yeah, how can you not read that?
Yeah,
Clearly
it's really
words.
pretty. It's just really pretty script. It's hard to read sometimes when it's script like that, but
I don't know Elvish. Sorry.
Oh.
oh,
I know a bunch of other languages, but not this fancy one. I guess.
oh well, Reese and his dad Ilar taught me how to read because they're elves, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Want me to read it to you, or Asher can read it to you too.
Either one.
Whoever. I
We
mean,
can both read it.
Yeah, every other word.
God's not gonna be annoying.
Oh boy. We'll not do that for your sakes, audience. But basically, what this one says is, sorry, I had been detained and unable to deliver your starlight gifts last year. However, I hope to make it up with these presents. I also have taken a rather naughty item off of your list and replaced it with one that may be more useful to one among you.
One among us.
Starlight gifts. It's like mid-year.
He was busy.
Yeah.
He was detained.
But what?
I don't know.
Capitalism.
Signed Santa Claus.
This isn't what I asked for. I
May-
wanted a new pruning set.
Maybe yours got mixed up with someone else's.
I mean, I gave mine to her because Santa, I'm not even an archer. Who do you think I am? Did you? My mother is, but I mean,
Maybe he meant to give it to your mom
I
instead.
got mom's gift. Oh,
You got your mom's gift, and you gave it away.
She got my pruning set.
You're gonna have to go back and see her and get the pruning set from
You
her.
can still have the bracers. Mom's retired.
Everyone dig through your shit and see if something got replaced.
Who had a naughty gift?
I don't know.
You.
What did I do?
You made me pull that weird card that blew up my magical items.
Oh, maybe that's the naughty gift. I'll look for the deck of many.
Yeah,
Santa,
it's
I want my
not
magical
there.
items back.
And
There is a different deck there, however, and you look at the deck, and it looks so. This particular deck of cards looks, by first glance, to be in like a lighter wood, something more like a birch coloration on the wood itself, and you see that there are a number of like symbols drawn into it, and you're pretty sure that you've seen this before.
do I know the name of it?
Go ahead and, well, you know you've seen the symbol before.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a history real quick with advantage because it's been recently.
Okay, that's a 16 or 24.
You think, and you're like, hey, Ellie, hold out that stone we got when we talked to, because you all have stones.
What stones?
We have stones.
The job crystals.
Oh. Yeah, hold out. Is it specifically her job crystal? Oh, let me see your summoner job crystal.
When did I get that?
Yeah, when did we get that?
When did we
Long
get that?
time ago.
When you talk to the big blue crystal person.
Oh, when we became the Warriors of Light.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. It's at the bottom of my bag, and I just like dive
Way
in.
long ago.
Just like
Way
the
long
whole arm.
Episode 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I was like, my life has changed.
Just she's digging through
Oh,
all
she
of her.
did the same
She
thing.
pulls out
Yeah.
crummies and
Oh, yeah, totally.
snackies. Ah, I found it.
Yeah, it matches the symbol that's,
So this is a deck of summoning stuff, I guess? Do you want...
No,
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 you
you
want-
do it.
Do you want me to pull the card?
Yes.
I'll pull a card. And I'll shuffle it up quick and just pull the top card.
just the top one,
Just top one.
as it is.
Yep, top. Well, I shuffled it and then pulled the top card, yeah.
So, as it is, you pull the marionette card.
Oh. Dude, what is it? Does it say anything on it? Or is it just a picture of a marionette?
No, so, I mean, it has the words, marionette on it, and you see, it looks like a picture of, like, a, kind of a crude doll, like, in armor, with a little, like, wooden sword and a little, like, metal visor, and there's somebody standing behind it, and this person seems to step forth from the card itself. And you actually see as, Ellie, it feels like these cards begin to draw on your power. And the fireflies begin to form around her, and you feel like you're summoning without summoning right now,
This
Ellie.
is weird.
And the form comes forth from the card, and you see this woman, very long, dark, black hair, braids all over, some of it covering one side of her face, and she's wearing this dark, black dress with, belt dress with fur along the shoulders, and she steps forth from the card, and
I didn't summon you.
he did.
Yeah, but he's using my summon juice. That's cheating. That might be pieces of my soul in there.
I didn't know! What? So
Hi, I'm Ellie.
Hi, Ellie. I'm Lulu.
Oh, you can talk. That's new.
you can talk. So I summoned you, I guess, through her. But what does that mean? Like, are you gonna help us in some way? What are you here for?
And she kind of looks around like she is, like, looking not for something, but kind of assessing the situation. And she says, I think I'm here to help in some way. I'm not really sure. This magic is odd. There seems to have been a barrier erected around this area.
Like a good barrier or a bad barrier?
I would say it's good, since it's keeping out any outside forces, so
Yeah.
could be useful.
Can you help him not die while he fights to the death with his rival?
My fighting days are long past me.
Well, that's because you're probably dead.
You're not wrong.
I've learned that it's not really permanent, though, so, you know, maybe you won't be dead forever. Who knows?
I'd rather stay rested.
Me too.
Can you impart some wisdom to us? What type of fighter were you?
Well, I was a particularly powerful mage.
What field? Like, were you a summoner as well, or?
No, I was more versed in the black magics.
Did you have a contract with Diabolos?
I did not. No, I mainly focused, and she shows you now the little doll that she has, and she says, I actually was more focused on trapping a piece of power in conduits such as these that I could then use to power my spells.
Becky, why didn't you do that? Why did you do that instead of making a contract with some demon?
Like the fuck I know.
She was just reading the book she had. Maybe
There are different ways to employ dark magics or black magics, but this is just the one I knew of.
maybe our friend does similar type of magic. Maybe she could use marionette like you have.
I'm not sure. Like I said, I trapped a bit of void in my conduits to be able to use them.
We have a piece of void.
How did you trap the piece of void in your conduit?
Well, as part of a ritual, I would try to lure a lesser void creature into... And she points to her little doll, and she says, as soon as it was there, I would entrap it in the doll so it couldn't go anywhere, and I kept the doll with me.
So does it have to be a creature, or could we use a piece of...
What if we had raw power from the void?
Imagine that would probably draw something from the void.
We could try it. I mean...
Yeah, I mean...
That's gotta be better than working with Diabolos, right?
And that stupid book that you had.
What book?
We're gonna talk about that.
What book? She's not right there on her hip.
I think you're missing a book.
That's not my book.
It's your fucking handwriting.
No, it's not my handwriting. It's other Ellie's handwriting.
Well,
She looks around and she says, but I feel like the magic in this particular item is requiring of a price. Nothing terrible. I feel like... From what I can tell of the spell, and she's kind of like looking around, and you see that she's like looking through like the ground, she's looking up, just kind of reading the magic. Like she looks at the deck in your hands as well, and she says, from what I can tell, I would say that this particular deck might provide shelter in the worst places for you to be restful for a bit. Maybe not quite conceal you 100%, but would alarm you if anything were to attempt to penetrate the barrier that was put up.
Well, that's helpful.
Is it the barrier around the city or the barrier around us?
I can only sense it as far as this tent.
Do we have to draw a card for it to work?
I believe so. That's the activation.
So, I'll walk outside the tent. Is the tent gone?
No.
It's still there. I can still see it just fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're also part of the magic.
Maybe.
That's cool.
So it. Do I recognize a type of magic or a spell that would do something similar to this? Is it a hallowed spell or a?
Go ahead and roll me a Arcana check.
23.
Perhaps a type of abjuration. Perhaps actually more evocation than anything else. Definitely protection of some sort.
Okay.
But Lulu looks around and says, but it seems the cost is information.
Do we have to tell you something?
I believe so. I give information and must be paid in information, apparently.
What kind of information?
Seems pertaining to the card that is drawn at the time.
So we drew a marionette. So maybe, do we know any famous marionettes? Any stories about marionettes? Maybe.
There's one about a marionette that's nose kept growing when he told lies.
I don't think it's quite that information. I think it's a bit more personal than that.
Maybe a time in which you felt like you were being puppeted by someone?
That feels correct.
Okay, well, I'm sure I look over at Becky. I'm sure Becky has felt that once or twice in her life.
Yeah.
Are you open to telling a story like that? I think that's what we need right now. I mean, I'm sure I could scrounge something up, or the rest of us could, but I feel like you're the best person.
I believe it has to be the one who drew the card.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll think for a moment, and well, I'm being puppeted into running back home and killing my rival. I've been being puppeted into taking a throne I don't want. Does it have to be the past? Can it be the present? I mean...
At any point in time.
Well, I feel like I'm being led by some unknown force back home, which I didn't intend to go back home. I feel like strings are leading me in that direction, and I definitely do feel like a puppet sometimes. Not necessarily like someone's making me choose, but I really don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. I have to go back. So I guess my story is, as much as I want to run from home and make new friends and go on new adventures, I am being pulled back by some unknown master who makes me come back to the oasis.
She kind of smiles at you and says, believe the deck is forgiving today, as normally it would not allow you to pull twice in one day. But since this is your first pull, well, you may not draw for the rest of the day. Others may. If you need to rest,
Well, maybe.
this would be a safe place to do so.
But we don't have time to rest.
Does it seem like time stopped by chance? Like, when I went outside, people, like, keep moving? Like, did I see people walking around?
Go look outside.
I'll go back outside and look around.
Seems like the day's going by.
From inside and outside the tent? So if I step outside the tent, is stuff still going by? But if I go back into the tent, people are not moving? So it's a time bubble.
Oh. Oh. So we might be able to cure some of Becky's, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we just have to sit here and tell each other stories, or tell...
Unfortunately, I don't think the magic will last that long. An hour in here.
Oh, well, at least it'll give us a short rest of free time if we need.
Do we want to pull another card, or do we want to save it for later?
I mean,
I believe the deck will only allow you to draw once more per day.
we could do it right now. It doesn't hurt. I mean, I don't know if we would need it necessarily later.
Wants to pull a card.
It's got your crystal on it.
It's true. You gotta be ready to tell a story,
This
though.
isn't gonna make my stuff blow up, is it?
I don't think so, as it's not that type of magic.
Scrap a card.
Any card?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, as you do, the image of Lulu seems to dissipate, and you feel the magic around you dissipate, and time begins to resume outside.
Is Araha just in here scribbling furiously in the corner?
Araha wasn't here this morning.
I'll get some
Is
strength.
Joker here?
Hmm?
Where the hell did everybody go? We were asleep.
Is there curry there?
Huh?
might have
Curry's
their own
still
cake.
there,
They
sure.
steal our curry and open their own curry shop.
Yeah, is our curry still here?
God, is our curry?
I'm gonna track down that fucking Baraha Tia.
He's probably sleeping with Joker.
I mean, good for him, but also fuck him.
Like, I mean, Joker is a prince, but you're a prince.
Yeah.
He likes royalty.
He does.
Oh, okay.
Pick a card. Whoa.
Whoa!
Yes.
Aggressively.
What?
God. Oh, God.
What is it?
Mercenary.
Oh.
Wait, these aren't our cards.
Huh?
These aren't our deck of many cards.
No, he's using a different deck.
Oh, these are
Yeah.
a different deck. Oh.
Oh, man.
Was I aggressive?
It's
I'm sorry.
instead of the deck of many.
Yeah, I get that, but I don't understand what's going on.
We're drawing cards, telling stories, telling tales,
Telling tales.
Getting boons.
Getting
for,
wounds.
for
potential boons. We'll see.
Potential wounds. We'll see. I got a mercenary.
What did you get?
Time froze for an hour, so we could have taken a short rest. Basically, is what they
We
gave.
just woke up.
I know.
Yeah, but
we
now you
didn't.
can attune
But
to
We're
we're-
testing it.
Yeah,
I don't have anything to
but
attune to.
we're learning. We're
Yeah,
learning
no,
how the
we
deck
didn't know.
works.
Yeah, I just don't. Like, I don't understand what we just did. Like, what was the benefit of her coming there? And, like, I don't feel like there was anything that happened.
She's
I think
teaching us how to use the
Yeah,
item.
she's
essentially.
teaching us how to use it.
Okay, we'll see how this
We're in the
That's how that
tutorial
one was.
mode.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like,
I got mercenary.
So, what did I do with that card? Okay. So, when you draw this card,
He just kills you. Just
you just die. You just straight up
She said
die.
it wouldn't blow up.
You draw this card, and the barrier erects again, and you feel that summoning begin to happen again, Ellie.
I really hope this isn't taking soul pieces.
And the fireflies begin to form into a humanoid shape again, and you see as an older human male with kind of gray along the sides. He is wearing kind of a large red trench coat, and it's kind of open, and he has an arm kind of hanging out of it, and he has a jug at his hip and a pair of sunglasses on his eyes. And he says, "What?"
Ellie's ears droop a little. Hi, I'm Ellie.
Hi.
And you are?
Oron.
Okay. So, Lulu was nice and helpful, and you're not. What do you do? You look cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm here to answer questions, I guess.
I don't know what questions to ask you. What's in your jug?
What do you think is in my jug?
Water?
Piss.
I like to pee at a jug.
You got a cool sword.
He kind of looks at the long sword on his back. Well, no. Yeah, long sword.
Do you know Lulu?
Great sword? Oh, it'd be a great sword. And he says, yes, I traveled with her.
So you're dead too.
More than once.
Were you the dead that wasn't dead but is dead? Or were you just dead? Did you just die a couple of times? We've had a couple of times deaths here. But then there's also Marquies, who's just... he's just kind of dead.
Unsent.
Yeah, that one.
It's if you talk about me like that in front of me.
I had unfinished business and promises to fulfill, so I came back.
Oh, that sounds like Marquies. Look at that! You're not the only one!
So, I wonder if we need to tell him a tale for him to leave, but I wonder if he can impart wisdom in some fashion to us.
I
as
don't
well.
know, can you impart some wisdom?
What do you want to know?
I don't know. Oh, my friend has to go for a fight where he will probably die because he's not a combative person, but his opponent is. How will he not die? How should he win? What should he do?
Not die.
Not that.
Not that.
Try his very
simple.
best, I guess.
So you're not very helpful.
That's not a very good question.
Well, I don't know what good questions are.
It's unfortunate that you drew this card then.
What happened when you completed the goal that you wanted to complete? When you came back from being dead?
I returned to the live stream.
Well, that's nice. I guess.
Mhm.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's rare for Unsent to want to actually go back to the live stream.
Yeah, right? I mean,
Marquise doesn't want to go
no, he
back.
doesn't. They keep asking, and he says no.
What makes you think I don't want to?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe he can't.
I think it's he can't. That's right.
It's possible.
I don't know what to ask this guy. Anybody else have any questions? I don't know what kind of wisdom we need.
How does this thing work?
I don't
What's the
know.
point?
What are the rules?
Yeah, what's the point? What's the
what's
rules?
the point?
Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
How can you help us?
Well, since she's the one who drew the card, she gets the benefit.
Oh,
Benefit of what?
That help?
can you make me stronger?
I can do something of a similar ilk for a price. Tell me, what have you done something for your own benefit, not for the benefit of others?
That's really hard for Ellie. Like,
Shit.
Shit! Well, I keep buying all those Marquies books.
is that for you or for him?
No, it's for me.
It's not from me. I'm not getting anything out of it.
Not even
You know,
royalties.
He doesn't even get royalties. And I stole a bunch of the books that I wrote about Marquies from the other world.
Mm-hmm.
That was just for me. I just like to read about Marquies.
You beat up that bear with Din.
I did beat up that bear with Din, but that wasn't for me. That was for Din.
Ugh.
And I made a pact with Diabolos, but that was for Becky.
Yeah. God, you're so selfless.
No, I'm not. I'm quite selfish.
Then when are you ever selfish?
I keep summoning these things even though they eat my soul. I'm doing it for you guys, though. Damn it.
Well, why are you buying all of the books?
Because I like to read.
Well, that seems like it's for you.
That's not selfish, though. That's wanting to better herself. I mean,
It's not selfish because then she lends the books out to people.
that's true. She gave one to Becky.
Yeah, we're still going to talk about this.
I can't. That was something that I did that was selfish.
Well, how about this?
But I didn't do it for me. I did it for Becky because Becky doesn't appreciate it.
Oh my god.
Why train to be a summoner?
So that I could take over the temple that my father managed after he died.
I mean, that's kind of selfish. You want power in some fashion.
No, I didn't want to be a summoner. I just didn't want somebody else to take over the temple.
That
That's
sounds
selfish. That's selfish. That feels selfish, right?
That seems... I would consider that.
Okay.
And he just kind of rolls his eyes behind his glasses, but then nods and he's like, sure.
It's a technicality.
I need to be more selfish.
I just don't want to be here anymore.
Don't expect it.
And he just kind of starts walking away, and you feel pretty strong, Ellie. You feel like for the next 24 hours that any attack roll that you make will be made at a +2.
Ooh.
Physical attack roll.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, like-
spells doesn't make sense. Do I feel any different?
Nope.
You got the tutorial.
Shit, you should have drawn second.
I feel strong! And she flexes her muscles.
Yeah?
That was a good card. Not for me, though, because I don't need to hit people.
Mm.
But I have a +2, so I might just punch somebody today.
+2 to what?
I don't know what that means. I feel like if
The DM told me in my brain.
I feel like that if I punch somebody, it might hurt today instead of not hurt at all.
Okay. So this deck can give us some sort of boons if we exchange a story.
Yeah, it's great that the mage user drew the strong card.
I mean, we gotta learn somehow, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, these are done, and I'll initially start putting them in my bag and be like, do you want them? They have your symbol on them.
Sure?
It's up to you. I can hold on to them, or we can put them in the bag of holding that we just got.
No, I'll take them.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
put them in my bag.
So you have the deck of tails.
Is it in here? No, probably not.
No, because there's too much information that I need to throw on here, so...
Well, that's much better than my magical items exploding.
Yeah.
So, we should pack our stuff and go and not have any more conversations.
We have to find Araha first before we leave.
Why?
Because I want to tell him off.
Why?
I'm a jealous lover, that's why.
I think it's fine.
We joked that you were a jealous lover once and now you've embraced it.
You weren't
See,
supposed to
that's
become that.
selfish. I need to learn how to be more selfish.
Then watch me, I guess.
Okay. I learned swear words from these ladies. I'll learn how to be selfish from you. I'll go with you, because there's no more conversations that need to happen here.
I don't know where he is.
We can find him together.
Fine. Let's
He
go.
keeps giving me dirty looks.
Maybe you should stay and talk to her.
I don't want to.
You're gonna have to eventually.
No, I don't.
Yes, you will!
Okay, fine.
You stay and talk to her. I'll go find Araha and see what his plan is.
Okay.
Okay. So, Milos, you take off out of the tent. Anybody else? Well, I know a couple people that are leaving probably for the things that they have paid for.
I need to go to the rock store.
Yeah.
I need to go get my rocks.
Rocks.
They're my pet rocks. Oh, wait, don't leave yet. Look what I found. And there's just a little squirrel.
So you see this, really long flying squirrel that's pink with a little white belly.
Just in my hair.
Yeah. It looks
I've
like
named. I don't know if you're a girl squirrel or a boy squirrel. I've named them Peaches.
Hi, Peaches.
Oh, I found them in a tent with a very nice loxodon. He made me taste his spicy air. It was great. Did he fart? No, it was in this like. It was. It kind of looked like a lamp with a long. He called it a hookah.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either, but it had spicy air inside of it and made everything like. Do one of these.
Oh.
No. It's fine. Hey, let me give you the squirrel though.
Did you think fight?
I don't think so. I gave it a nut yesterday and it brought me back at what Milos told me was a platinum, of which I used to buy all this soup.
Oh, it was good. Well spent.
Right? I thought so too. He told me I paid too much, but I got 2 pots out of it.
It's good to me.
I put those in the bag of holding.
Basically own the goddamn
We put
soup.
these in the bag of holding my pots.
And they wouldn't go bad for a while.
Yeah.
Because there's no air in there.
We've got stew for a while.
Yeah.
Oh man, and we have gone into rations territory. There's rice too, so
Yeah.
Perfect rice won't go bad for a while either.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it starts going bad, we can ferment it and make wine.
Sure.
Vodka.
Oh.
Sake.
Okay, you can go get your
Sake.
rocks now.
I'm going to the rock store.
All right, so you leave to go to the rock store. Marquies, are you leaving to
Yeah.
go to the blueprints?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go get my blueprints.
Sounds good. That just leaves Asher. You feel real awkward as like Becky's just like staring daggers at Ellie.
Ellie,
Yeah,
where the fuck did my book go?
I don't know.
Can I tell she's fucking lying? Because I already know she's lying.
Yeah, you don't have to roll. You know.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
We're in a tent, right?
Huh? Yeah, you're
Like,
gonna say.
like, I'm just gonna use my key and go into my requirement and shut the door behind me.
You're a coward.
I'm gonna do some work.
They're all cowards.
Are you there?
No, I
Oh, you
left
went
my
with your
room.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you
I
just
just left my bracer for you.
Yeah.
If you really
Oh
want
yeah,
to.
but, yeah. We'll figure out if we can put something
Yeah.
in there. I don't know
Yeah.
if there's anything I can give you that's worthwhile.
yeah, you find a surface and you you pop your key in it and you're like, bye.
I know my book is supposed to be here, and it's gone now. Also, apparently, you were using me as storage because there's all these coins in my purse.
What? No, we all woke up with money. See, I have a bunch of coins now too.
You know what? I'm keeping it anyway, so you're not getting it back.
It
Anyway,
wasn't my money. This isn't my money either.
okay, I don't care that you started robbing people. I just care that you robbed me.
I didn't rob people, and I put everything I took from you back.
What did you take from me?
Nothing.
Ellie, where's my fucking book?
It wasn't just me. We all agreed on it.
Where is it?
It's with the lady.
Ezra.
What lady?
Ezra.
Her name was Ezra.
Ezra was fucking here?
She's the one who sent us to get you. She opened a portal for us. But she wouldn't do it unless we gave her the book back. She made us promise.
Are you
And
sure it was Ezra?
yes, she was mean.
Okay. I'm going to take your word for it. I'm still really fucking pissed.
Okay.
Because that's how I learned my magic.
I didn't know that. She just said it was her book and you stole it from her. And
Extended borrow.
well,
But she was really nice initially, so I don't know why she would steal that.
if it was hers, it wasn't stealing.
I don't know why she hunt me down over it.
I don't know either.
It's really fucking weird.
Can't we just get you a new book?
I don't know. Why don't you guys go find a curse book? And we'll try.
Why does it have to be cursed?
I don't know, because that was a cursed fucking book. Obviously, it made a pact with Diabolos.
Well, you don't need a pact with Diabolos anymore.
Yeah.
So just use a different book. Maybe that guy with the funny laugh that possessed your body while you were dead could get you a book.
I really don't want to read any book he writes.
It's just gibberish.
Well, he's your new patron, so
Yeah. Tell me about it.
that's why
Okay.
I gave you one of my books. I thought maybe you could just use that. You know, the first 100 pages have writing on them, but I'm pretty sure Ellie of the Otherworld died before she finished that one. So there's some pages left at the back.
Okay. Tell you what, why don't you just keep your weird sister book?
Sister.
Becky, about this time, you feel that familiar presence just nearby, and Ellie, you hear the voice also. You hear Kefka saying, "Only nerds need books."
I can probably get by without it.
Did he just call me a nerd?
He did. He does that to everyone, though.
Okay.
How would you know that?
I don't
He
know.
said we could hear it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry if it makes you feel any better. I opened your book to read it to see if that would give us any ideas on how to get your soul back. And something black and evil flew into my body, and I don't know if it's still there or not.
So you're cursed too?
Maybe.
On top of making a deal with Diabolos.
Probably.
Okay.
I did it out of love.
Everything you do is out of love, and I just want you to understand that from my perspective, I was gone for years, and I come back, and it turns out it was only days,
Mm-hmm.
and yet you've all managed to fuck everything up so bad. But you did do one thing right, which is bring me back, but it was also wrong because now I'm going to destroy the world.
That's okay, we can destroy the world together.
That's teamwork.
You know what you need? You need some of that spicy air. It'll make you feel better.
You know what? Tell you what. A great apology would be if you could find me a spell scroll with ritual casting on it. I talked to a really annoying bird yesterday that was no help at all.
Okay?
I just want some
Well, Mother
some backup
Montoya's
spells.
tent was east, and maybe that's where all the other magics are.
Okay.
Because all the food was together, and so maybe all the magics. I'll go see.
Great.
Which way's east?
Oh my gosh.
And you leave the tent.
Poppy, lead me east. Don't tell anybody.
And you see as Ellie exits the tent. So we'll cut over to Din. Din, you find the same tent with the total woman, and she is finishing up with somebody, doing a small transaction, and then she spots you. And she says, "Oh, come in. I just finished this morning."
My rocks are fixed?
"Yes, I've repaired your gems." And she says, "Come and sit."
I'm gonna sit.
You sit in front of the turtle woman who's sitting there, kind of cross-legged, and she reaches behind her and pulls out, looks like she has another, like, handkerchief-style cloth kind of tied at the top, and she places them in front of you, and she says, "Something odd happened to the ones that were braided together when I fixed them.
What happened?
They began to glow. Very strange."
Can I see them?
"Yes," and she unties the knot on the top, and you see she's repaired the ones from Whip and Pike. It looks like she has done so by basically like stitching the gems together with small rivets, small laces of metal. Precious metals, seemingly like gold and silver, and they've kind of been stitched together, but they seem to have reacquired their sheen. The ones in the bracelets, however, she says, I've had to use a different type of metal with these ones. They didn't seem to react to the precious metals very well, so I had to use cast iron for this one and dark steel for this one.
Oh.
But I think they should work just fine.
I'll pick up the one that had a whip in it. Just shake it next to my ear.
I mean, there's no creature in there, I'm sorry. But the gem is repaired, so you can use it again.
Okay. His body didn't go back in when he died. Okay.
But as she does, like, uncloth the ones that she spoke of, it does seem like there is a glow from within them.
Is that glow, like, different from what I've seen before?
Glow to similar how your stones glow when
Okay.
they have a creature inside of them.
Wait, which one's
The ones that you would receive from Voidin.
I'll listen to those ones. Do they make a sound? I don't know if they actually do make a sound, but you know what?
To you, sure, they make a sound.
I'm
That's
gonna
how
lick
you
the
can tell.
stones too.
What's that?
I'm gonna lick the stones. Do I taste there's something in there?
Yeah.
It tastes like a creature.
Tasty.
Alright.
Looks tasty. So yeah. There are 3 gems, now that they are repaired, that you see. One was like a citrine, like kind of an orangish citrine color. And that one was banded together with the cast iron. And then there was another one that was a kind of dark blue, almost into a purplish. And that one seemed to have been banded together with, like, kind of dark kind of steel of some sort. And then the final one seemed to have been some kind of like I want to say like an opal style color. And that one has this like real fine mesh all around it. Kind of a I want to say like what do they call it? Like meteorite style metal, where it has that kind of silver sheen through it. But yeah, seems like there is something inside of these crystals.
Ooh.
You're not really sure what until you decide to go looking.
I can't use them right now. Do I have to do the sanctuary thing first?
You'd have to take them to your sanctuary.
Okay. Thanks, lady.
No problem, my dear. Come and visit anytime.
Okay. And then she's gonna leave and she's gonna fiddling with the bracelets trying to figure out what's inside.
Okay. We will jump over to Marquies. So you wander back to the tents where the blueprints were supposed to be retrieved.
Mm-hmm.
The tent has now like had one side of it kind of blown off. Like there's just this gaping hole inside of the tent.
Well, it's mostly still here. That's hopefully a good sign.
But yeah, you pop inside and you see the same young woman with the very odd hair. She seems to be missing more hair now on the other side. And she is, like, again, hammering away at a pile of something that you can't quite see.
What are you working on there?
And again, she pops up and she says, "Oh, I did it!" And she, like scrounges around, like, throwing giant chunks of stuff. And she actually, like, holds up this... It's not a gun anymore. It is, like... You see it's, like, at this point, like, one of those guns that look like they're from Men in Black, where it's just, like, junk metal thrown together, but, like, it's very, like, high sci-fi.
I thought she was just gonna make a blueprint. Somebody became a little obsessed.
What is that monstrosity?
See? You take one of your little vial things and you shove it in the tube, and then you pull the trigger, and I use steam for it. Calm down. You may or may not live. Good chances, like 60 to 40% that you'll live. Maybe less that you'll keep your hand. We weren't worried about the hand. It's okay. But watch this. And, like, she aims at, like, this, like, pseudo-looking, like, humanoid mannequin statue that's made out of metal, and she, like, pulls a trigger that's, like, on top of the gun instead of, like, in the normal trigger position, and it just makes this boop kind of sound as this bottle just smacks against this metal sculpture, and, like, the metal sculpture starts to melt because she used some kind of acid.
She made you a t-shirt cannon.
She made you a
steam-powered t-shirt cannon.
Yeah, that fires glass vials.
Take 1d4 damage, but also here's the effect you get from the potion.
It's just a potion, so it's 1d4 plus 1. So you get a plus 1.
But you're conscious.
Yeah. Make 2 failed saving throws.
Mm-hmm. She takes you outside of the tent, and you can now see, like, she's been playing with this thing, like, all night, like, to the south of where there's just barren desert. There is, like, glass, like, just shattered in, like, mounds, but it's got some distance. You're looking at, like, 120 feet, maybe, roughly, in distance.
It's like accurate up there to that range.
So far?
So far.
Well, the only downside is that it can't, like, shoot lots of rapid things. Otherwise, it overheats.
Yes. Okay. This seems incredibly dangerous, but I suppose we can give it a try.
Let's shoot something.
Yeah, sure. What, let's try this. I'll just put, like, a health potion so that if it explodes, it hurts less.
It hurt me, but it healed me, so it's okay.
Yeah, I'll just, like, okay, sure. I'll put in just use, like, a lesser potion.
Okay.
I'll fire it off into the pile.
She actually is like, hold on, wait a second, and she whistles into the tent, and you see this, like, machina, like, dragging something out, like, this big lumbering machina, and, like, it goes and stands, like, it crunches through the glass and just stands there and waits for you, and she's like, hit him!
How do you aim this thing?
Very carefully.
Okay. I'll just kind of try and, like, point in the general direction or
Up
close.
a little bit more. It's got a little bit of an arc
A
to
little
it.
more, okay. So I'll aim a little higher and pull the trigger.
Go ahead real quick because this is the first time that you have fired this particular contraption. Make me a strength check. We'll call it athletics.
Athletics. Oh boy. Hey, 19.
It's got a bit of a kick to it, but like you're kind of expecting that as to the size of this thing, so you're able to like even with it being in sand, like your feet kind of sink into the sand a little bit as you pull the trigger on the top of this thing. But yeah, it smashes the golem pretty well.
Huh. Well, it looks a little rough, but it's certainly...
Oh, keep hanging on to it, and it's like there's 3 large tubes, and they turn over, and like you have to like hang on to it because it starts to make this whirring sound, and it makes this like hissing sound as it's doing
Is this where
so.
it explodes?
Maybe. And it starts to turn over, and like it reloads like part of the barrel and goes.
Is that a good sound?
It didn't blow up. Ha!
Wait, hold on. Were you... That was an actual possibility right there.
60-40.
I really don't like these odds. Okay, well, it seems...
It's conceptual, all right.
Sure.
First of its kind.
Yeah. Okay. So how much is this? Is this part of that? This is that 10 gold?
Oh no, that was just for me to make the blueprints in my head, and I did that last night, and I got bored, so I decided to just make it.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna keep it either way because it's pretty awesome. If you
Okay.
didn't want to buy it.
So how much do you want for this?
I'll take 30 gold, please.
Well, I guess I can part with some more ammunition. This seems quite useful. Okay.
This is not money. This is bullets.
Right.
So what about the other idea that I mentioned? Did you have anything for that?
Something smaller. Doesn't blow things up though.
Not interested.
It's not very interesting, but a lot of the people who dive down into the sea use them. They found them on some of the Machina, but basically, what I came up with is you can put one of your little potions into it and take it real fast.
Oh, what?
And she pulls out like this big, like, basically think like the end of a scuba diver's like breath tank, and there's like a vial put on it, and she says, I think you could take a potion real fast with one of these.
Aerate your potion right into your bloodstream. Perfect.
Yeah.
It's an
Right-
inhaler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right into
Yeah.
An
your,
inhaler.
yeah, right into your lungs.
Seems like an interesting idea, but I've already got something that can do that, so I think I'll...
With the
might as well.
addition of accidentally casting fireball on all
Oh, I
of it.
have the deliverance apparatus as
Oh,
well.
right.
I just also have an option that might turn you into a mammoth. It's no big deal.
It's no big deal. It's no big deal.
Hey, you survived.
Becky didn't.
The mammoth thing she
The
did.
thing
the
everyone
mammoth
did
thing.
just fine. Alright, well, 30 gold for this, that sounds great. Sure.
Okie dokie.
I
I'm gonna
don't
make
die
10
with it.
others. She like bites one of the coins and then sticks it in a little pocket under her satchel. And she says, it's pretty heavy. Be careful with it.
Yes, maybe you could have invented some straps for it.
Huh. Might not have been a bad idea.
Sounds like a good upgrade for a 2.0, yeah?
I could keep playing with it.
We'll just tie it to you with some rope.
Okay.
Good luck, don't blow up. And she like goes running back into her tent.
Don't redecorate too much more,
And she just kind of laughs at you.
and I will leave.
Asher, you go into your workshop to escape the awkwardness between Becky and Ellie. Marquies waiting for you.
Mhm.
What would you like to do with your time in your workshop?
I'm figuring that out right now.
Okie dokie. Did you want me to go over to Milos?
Yeah, if you mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. You actually don't have to go too far, Milos, as you see Araha is actually found this small tent. It looks like there's a number of scrolls put into these cross hatches, and he's speaking to this Kenku individual.
The same one that. Okay. Oh, because he has scrolls of information. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
And
he's like, "Oh, hey, good morning."
Hey. What are you doing?
I was just out earlier, and I decided to take a look around, see what kind of information I could gather about your hometown. So,
did you find anything good?
I actually did. This gentleman here sells some pretty interesting scrolls. I mean, some of them are duds, some of them are okay, but you have to buy them, and you kind of find out what you get after you open them.
So it's not a library; it's more of like a surprise box.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Did you buy anything?
I bought 3 or 4. And he kind of looks down at his coin purse, which is he looks kind of sadly at, but he's like, it's kind of addictive because I got a pretty good bit of information. I got 2 crappy pieces of information, and then I got another good one, so it's kind of addictive.
What were the good ones?
Well, one piece of information was actually about your hometown. Apparently, some information about there being a secret passage behind the throne room.
Does it say where it goes? I already knew that I was there, so this isn't news to me.
Oh.
I could have told you that.
Okay.
But
well, it's a rumor, I guess, according to this scroll, but I mean, apparently it used to go to an underground facility where apparently some of the ancient races used to do some pretty wicked experiments.
well, I mean, I didn't know it was down there, so that's new information. But I could have told you it was there. I mean, we're gonna go there anyway. You're coming with, right?
If you want me to, sure.
I mean, of course, I want you by my side. I mean, whether I live or die, right? Hopefully, not the.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that you make it. I mean, I wouldn't really want to see you die.
I wouldn't want to see me die either. Well, I do want you there, but don't help and try and prevent other people from helping if need be. I've already told them that this is supposed to be between me and Boric, but if they try and intervene, please stop. Unless shit's really going down, in which case maybe save my life. But yeah.
Send in some mixed signals.
What?
I don't want you to help, but maybe help a little, but not too much.
Just the right amount.
Don't
Right.
let anybody else help, but maybe do.
Yeah, right. By chance, do you know how to cast fly?
Not at the moment.
I feel like flight would be really useful against him. From what I know, he's a melee fighter, so if I could get out of his range and just keep sniping him from above, that's the best thing I got. I'm not fighting him one-on-one physical. That's just not happening. I flex. I mean, I'm strong, but I'm sure he could kick my ass. So, that's not happening.
Well, I mean, maybe instead of trying to fight him that way, you try to catch him off his guard verbally? I mean...
Talk my way out of this? I mean...
Maybe not so much, but I meant more of, imagining he'll be decked for a fight. Maybe talk him into a good old-fashioned complete square-off?
What do you mean complete square-off? Like, just...
He seems, from what you've told me, to be a man of, what he thinks to be strict honor. Why not kind of play into that a little bit? And instead of him having a bunch of who knows what kind of magical items on his person, maybe talk him into one item or no items and level the playing field quite a bit. You never know what he might have.
That's fair. I don't know what he's gonna have. I just know he's gonna hit like a fucking train.
But I mean, if he didn't have a sword and just his claws, do you think you could take him?
If I had just my claws, no. But if I also have magic, then yes, maybe. If he's completely weaponless, then yeah, I guess I could take him. But
It's just an idea.
He'd never agree. I appreciate the advice.
Challenge him to a dance battle.
Challenge him to, survival. Something else I'm good at. Anyway, I appreciate the insight. Maybe. Did you have any more shopping you needed to do? I think I'm gonna head back. I needed to talk to Asher about a couple things.
And he's like he's weighing his coin purse in his hand, and he's like looking at the scrolls, and he's like,
"Did you want me to buy you one?"
I mean, I wouldn't say no.
How much are they?
2 gold apiece.
How many do you want?
Oh, a sugar daddy.
Have you met me?
And he says, well, I've really been eyeing that one and that one.
Do they look identical in the map?
Yeah, they look like
100%.
completely identical.
Go ahead and get them.
Well, I mean, if you're paying, you might as well choose.
I trust your judgment. I mean, you're giving me aid and just accompanying me, really. But I also appreciate your advice and your candor.
Well, at the very least, I should have you over them. I mean, maybe you'll have better luck than I.
Sure. I will take out 5 gold and hand them to the Kenku.
The Kenku's like, buy a scroll!
We'll buy 2, and I'll hand him the 5 gold. And I will immediately open both of them and try and read them.
So there was kind of like numbers for people to be able to, call out to be able to buy, call out to the Kenku to grab one from that area.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually, Araha was like, number 2 and number 18. We'll do those.
Okay.
And the Kenku goes for the 18 and hands it to you, and then picks number 2, hands that to you as well. Which one are you opening?
I'm gonna open 2 first.
Okay. So number 2 actually has some information on the summon Ifrit.
Oh. Does it have anything specific about its location or how it works or?
So it is what seems to be history, perhaps lore of Ifrit. Chief elemental of the fire elemental races. Ifrit is the astral fire chieftain. He's said to bring ruin and destruction, and he is also known as Rauger's messenger. it is said that those who can persuade Ifrit to bestow upon them a boon by showing him a force of strength will receive a great boon indeed.
Ooh.
Okay, so it doesn't say anything about like where the faith crystal is necessarily. It's just more background, like you should do this cool stuff to get. Okay, I gotcha.
Well, you know where the faith crystal is, so.
Oh wait, because it's in Ifrester, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. I'll show that to Araha. Be like, I bet Ellie would really appreciate this.
He starts taking down a copy of.
I'll just hand it. I'll just hand it to him to take a copy.
Yep.
And I will read 18.
And 18 says, "Don't eat ill snow." And he looks at the kink who you can see him just visibly frustrated, and he's like, "They get me every time." Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Are you sure?
Yes. No, we need to leave.
Okay, let's head back. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so we come back to Asher. Asher, what would you like to do in your forge today?
I guess the question is, did Milos and I have time to talk last night about some stuff?
Yeah, you would have had time.
Okay, so he would have left me his buckler?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. I am going to see if I can add some slots to this buckler.
Okie dokie. So, we will have you go ahead and roll your forging. Remember the D20 plus your strength mod and your wisdom mod.
Strength and wisdom. So that's a +7.
Yep.
And I can roll with advantage every time, or is it just once?
Once with Magpie.
Okay, we'll just roll once for... I'm not going to use advantage on this guy. So +7. That's a 22.
Okay. So, it's very high. This one already has a slot in it,
Yeah.
so...
I was just see if I can add additional slots.
yeah, you were able to add one more additional slot. to
Okay,
this
so we've
one.
got 2 slots.
Yep.
Can I then add 2 materia to it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that 2 separate rolls?
It is, yep.
Okay.
So, let me... I believe I put the rules in there for you.
I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
And
it should be in
changed,
the
right?
items. Yep,
Is it in there? Okay.
because we went 14 rules with this, and you can absolutely break a materia.
Oh.
Shit. Okay.
They're so hard to come by.
Right. But you can make them at least. I mean, we have to get
1
rid
to
of...
14 is a failure, and the
Oh.
materia is shattered.
Oof, that's
But I do
really
have-
high.
But I do have a +7.
He has a +7.
Yeah, so
But
if
I also roll...
you roll a
Great.
7 or lower, really.
Well, you could do advantage, though, because you have Magpie, right?
I
Yes.
can only use it once.
For once per...
I feel like this is probably where I.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will roll with advantage. I'm just going to put in I have a +2 to armor, or to AC.
Okay.
I will roll to put that in.
Okay.
At advantage. I have a +7, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's an 18.
Wow.
Okay, so that is a success.
Yep.
Knowing that, I might just put that in for now.
Okay.
Um,
So you've used 2 charges from your forge today.
yep.
You still have a third.
I technically have 4.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We
changed that one, yep.
Right. I am also going to see if I... Okay, let's read the rules now that the rules have changed. Oh, can you only add slots to mundane weapons?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I believe you can add them to magical weapons. The DC is just way higher.
Is there... But there's no like failure, like... a failure just means it wouldn't happen.
It wouldn't happen.
It doesn't break or anything.
No, it just wouldn't
Okay.
happen.
I'm gonna see if I can create any slots in the. I believe I have the katana,
Okay.
so I will just roll, and that's still a +7.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That is a 16, so that is a great success.
Awesome. So yes, you absolutely add a slot.
So it has a slot.
A slot.
A slot.
Awesome.
A slot.
Exactly. It summons lemurs.
Pretty good.
Well, I'd like to try to put a materia in there, but the materia I just got, I don't want to break.
Well, I mean, the
Can I-
the elemental material might be a good one to add to that one.
Well, that's the one I want to put in there, but I don't want to roll and break it. So
It's up to you.
I would save that for when I have an advantage, because I think I'll probably use advantage at any time I'm trying to put a materia in.
Sounds
'Cause I think
good.
that's the only time anything can actually break. The rest are just failures, so it's just like, oh, it doesn't happen, right? I have one more. Could I roll to try to put another slot in there, or is it like once you kind of fuck around
Once
with
you've
something?
done one, then
Okay.
then the DC goes up because it has
that one
it
for
has
the same day.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know if there's any. Let me look at my other. I just didn't know that the rules had changed. Like I didn't look that far, so I hadn't looked at.
I was
Can
trying to
you
make a little more.
make materia?
I don't have any magic items.
Oh, you have to use magic items.
From what I understand, right?
I think you destroy them, right?
You destroy that magic item to make the materia.
Mhm. I mean, you have plenty of items that you could.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, like the ring you're not using, or
Well, the ring I might use.
But does it just extract like a trait of the magic item, or do you like create a new effect?
He creates a materia that would extract like an aspect of it, depending on what kind of materia he'd like to make, whether it's armor or weapon or wondrous item.
Yeah. I guess since I have one more, I'll just see if I can add a slot to Dawnbreaker.
Dawnbreaker. I don't think Dawnbreaker has any.
And it doesn't.
slots
It has
yet.
charges, but it doesn't have any slots.
Yep.
Okay. Let me look at-
So this one will, since it is already a magic item, it will require a great success.
But it doesn't break it, right?
It won't break it. No, it just requires a higher success since it's already.
So it has to be 16 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
21?
21
Which
is
is
an
outstanding.
outstanding success. So you add 2 slots to.
Ooh. Nice.
And that is your 4th charge.
That is
man,
all
you
I
should
can
have
do.
put slots in your gun.
Oh. So,
Oh boy.
so once he adds slots and adds materia, it becomes magical, correct?
If he were to add slots to a mundane item, then once the materia is placed, it becomes a magical item.
Right.
So then that item requires attunement.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to figure out with Matt.
Yep.
Earlier.
Yep. I will. So you can't add, like, you can't change a shield to be a different shield. So I'm just going to make a magical item. But it's weird.
Yes.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it doesn't have the, what do I want to say, the, fluidity that we would like to have
Yeah,
with
the
the
flexibility.
material.
Maybe
Yep.
one D&D will have that.
Oh, maybe.
All right. Anything else?
I think that's what I'll do.
All right.
I'll
You
probably
hang
like pat Magpie in the head, and then he'll open the door and peek out and see if there is any trouble happening outside still.
Becky's still
Has it
in
calmed
here.
down?
No. Did you leave, Becky? No, I don't think you left.
No, I don't know what.
I think you just sent Ellie, unless you wanted to go anywhere.
No, I think I was just going to probably just stay and rest.
Sounds good. So yeah, you peek your head out and you just see Becky.
There's no more screaming.
No, not so far.
He'd probably just come out with the shield and shut the door and go start reading until people get back.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say everybody's gone for about an hour or two. We'll say 2 hours. Just kind of gathering up what you need for the day.
Do I find a magical tent with scrolls?
So, go ahead.
I guess all the magical things are in the same place.
Go ahead, roll me an investigation.
Investigation! I'm not good at those. Plus 3. Oh, 13?
13. So you tell Poppy to lead you east, and Poppy starts leading you east, but Poppy's east kind of veers to the right, and you end up at this tent with these scrolls in this cross section. And I mean, it looks like magical scrolls.
I go in.
You don't go in, they're actually just outside of the tent here. And
Oh.
there's a Kenku male in kind of a white robe, and he's like, buy scroll.
Did she pass by me?
Huh?
Me and
Or am I in
Raha?
a different tent?
No, you see, you guys have already gone
Oh,
by
okay,
now.
I didn't know if it was the same.
Yeah, because she kind of took the long path around.
sure.
Do you have magical scrolls?
Magic, 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 buy scroll.
Is that a yes?
Yes, buy scroll.
No, are they magic?
Magic, magic, magic.
Do they have spells?
Spells.
Mats. I just grab a random person on the street. Excuse me. I don't think I speak this person's language. What is it?
That's a Kenku, dear. They speak whatever you speak.
Okay. I'm just trying to find a magic scroll. Do they
Oh.
sell magic scrolls?
I mean, it's possible. I've seen some people leave with really weird scrolls from there, but it's,
Is there somebody who sells actual magic scrolls here?
No, I'm sorry, dear.
Well, shoot. How much is your scrolls?
2 gold.
Okay. I gave away my platinum.
2 gold, 2 gold.
I'm gonna pull out 10 gold. I want 5 scrolls.
Okay.
Wait. Can I like see if any of them look magical?
Do you detect magic?
No, but I'm proficient in Arcana.
I don't care. The seal. You can't see anything. They certainly could be magical.
I don't have detect magic. No, just give me 5.
Okie dokie.
Pick a number.
Yeah, so 2 and 18 have been taken. They have numbers by them. 2 and 18 have been taken, as well as 1, 3, 17, and 13. It's 1 through 20.
How many scrolls are left?
Besides the 6, there are 12 scrolls left.
I give her 24 gold and buy the rest of them.
Holy shit.
Instead of the 10.
You're just
And
buying out shops.
the Kenku's mouth, like bottom beak, just kind of drops open, and it's like, thank you, thank you, thank you, and like pulls all of them out, hands them to you, and like they don't really have anything, but like hands you to them like in a big bundle, and then like continue like is like bye bye now, and then like starts throwing things in the tent and like breaking down shop for the day.
Bye! I put them all in my bag.
Okay,
Shove them in there.
gotcha.
I'm gonna go try and find the magical shops.
Okay, roll me another investigation.
20.
20? Yeah, I mean, you find where it seems like most of the shops around town that are on the east side here. Poppy leads you in the right direction this time. Where you smell like the incense burning, and you see a number of like signs that may read like magical wares, things like that. You actually see Din pop out of a tent that had some rocks hanging in front of it, some
What's
gems.
Rocks.
I'm looking for scrolls.
I can't read.
I can. What do the tents around me say? So there was
Wares.
magical wares.
Yeah.
I go into magical wares.
Okay. So roll me a d8. Well, a lot of the tents all say magical wares, except for the two
6.
shops. 6? Okie dokie. Gotcha. So you step into this tent, and it immediately smells like tea, like very strong tea being brewed, like tea and rose water, and like some other very like Mideastern herbs like saffron. So it hits you kind of sickeningly sweet, but you see this about middle-aged, we'll call her, tiefling woman. She has one horn that kind of sweeps back and kind of goes back like around her ear, and the other one that kind of goes back and like points up. And she sees you. Seems like she's knitting something.
What are you making?
Oh, this is just. And she kind of like looks around and sees if anybody followed you in.
What are you looking for? It's just me, Poppy, and Peaches.
And Peaches.
Peaches.
And she
Peaches
says,
and Poppy.
Peaches and Poppy. She says, we'll call it an interdimensional catch-all.
It just looks like a scarf.
For now,
Wait, you're knitting magic?
maybe.
How do you do that? I pull out knitting needles.
Well, you see, you need to make sure that you have some fey silk, and she holds up, and you see like this green silvery thread that's that she's working with right now.
Face silk? Knitting what? How do I get that?
It's very expensive.
How many monies?
Well, for a spool, I guess I paid about 100 gold.
Oh, that's a lot.
I mean,
I think I accidentally paid that much for soup yesterday.
oh,
No,
hope it was good soup.
Oh no, it was 10. I think it was 10. It was good soup. It was actually
Good
curry.
soup.
Your sign said magical wares. What magical wares do you wear?
She like points around, and you see that there are a number of different items in here that are all clothing.
Oh,
I think you misread the sign, my dear.
where? Oh, wares. Oh dear! Don't tell anyone. What? So I'm guessing you don't sell magic scrolls.
Might, and she like looks around again.
My friend, well, okay. So I took my friend's book to save her life, but it was her magic book where all her spells were, and she's mad. So she asked if I could get her a spell that had something like ritual casting on it. And if you sell magic books, I'd buy one of those too.
I don't dabble in books. They don't travel very well in the desert, unfortunately.
I don't? I hold my books in my bag with all my books in my chest.
It's very dry when left out in the desert.
Maybe Ash will put them in his magic bag for me.
But, I mean, other than that, I may be willing to part with a scroll or two, depending on how much you're willing to pay.
Well, I met a nice bird and I bought all of his scrolls, but I don't know if they're magical.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Why?
Well, or fortunate. Depends on your luck for the day, I guess.
Well, I bought all of them, so there's no luck. I just have them all.
Well, hopefully the good ones weren't picked through when you went through.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that particular seller only puts out 20 a day, and some of them can be bad, some of them can be good.
Oh, well, I bought 12.
Right. Well, that means that there were some missing, so...
Yeah. Well, what do you have? Are they bad and good?
Oh, no, I just simply have a few scrolls.
Did they have ritual stuff?
They may.
Okay.
How much would you be willing to pay for a ritual scroll?
I don't know how much scrolls are.
That's not what I asked.
I gave the Bergman 24 gold.
Oh, I see. This will be easy enough.
Bobby, how many scrolls cost?
Poppy kind of shrugs at you. And she says, is there something specific you may be looking for?
Becky said ritual. And she likes fire.
Oh?
Burning down tents.
Oh, tell her not to come here then, please.
And making deals with people. Creep things.
Sure,
They have life
sure.
choices. Don't tell her I said that, though.
Okay. And she's looking for a ritual spell.
Yeah.
Well, and she reaches down into. She's got one of those wicker baskets that the spool is kind of sitting in, of thread that she's working with, and there are a number of spools on top. And she's got a couple of other needles like stabbed into the top, and she like moves those aside, and she reaches down and she pulls out 2 scrolls, and she said, both of these are ritual spells. How about this? You pay me 20 gold, and I'll let you pick one of them.
What do they do?
That's the mystery.
Okay.
I pick one. I give her 20 gold.
Left or right?
Left.
Okie dokie.
Double check scrolls usually.
Well, the one I paid for a long time ago cost me like 100, so
Oh, okay.
this will be fun.
It's gonna be like alarm or something, like a first level wizard spell.
Yeah, I'll take first level. That's most of the ritual spells anyway, so.
Okie dokie. And she's like, have a good day.
Well, what is it?
I'm sure you can read.
I look at it.
Yeah, you open up the scroll, and it says magic mouth.
I don't know what that means. I put it in my bag. Wait, okay. What do you sell your magic clothes? What do your magic clothes do?
So most of them are custom, and I make myself. But she points to a number of items. She's got a hat that is up there. She also has a scarf, and she also has. What should she part with? Make me a perception check.
Jesus, my perception's plus 11? Okay, 16.
It's high. Unfortunately, you don't see this other item up there. But, jeez. But yeah, you just kind of see it looks like a hat and a scarf that she has
What
up
do those
there.
do?
Well, the hat can disguise yourself from anything, and the scarf itself allows you to, when you wrap it around your mouth, allows you to speak any language that you hear.
Oh, that's cool. Do you have anything that can make you fly?
No, unfortunately not.
What is the first one? The disguise one?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one. What do they cost?
So the hat itself is 80 gold, and the scarf is 60 gold.
How much money is that together?
140 gold.
I want them both!
Oh my gosh. Why did we give Ellie money?
Okie dokie.
Big spender.
Ellie does not know what money does. Ellie doesn't know anything about money. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Goodbye.
Have a great day. It was nice to meet you, ma'am.
Yeah, and she like as soon as you're out the tent, she like pulls all her like open signs off, and
Everybody keeps doing that.
You're gonna run out of money real fast, girl.
Buying out Tent City.
you have destroyed the economy in this area. Good job.
I put the hat on. I put the hat and scarf on. I wrap them around Poppy.
Okay.
Perfect.
And she actually like
She's
are you
double.
talking to her.
She's double sentient. She has the collar.
I know.
So she can talk to me.
Hi, Poppy.
She's doing it on purpose now.
I know.
Says you
always.
can speak. You don't have to.
I know.
Okay.
Let's go back to the tent.
So you guys all make your way back. Araha in tow with Milos, and you see as Ellie is like pulling a bag of items behind her, like scrolls behind her now.
I went shopping.
How much money do you have left?
I don't know. This many, and they shake my toy coin purse. It's still pretty full.
Do I need to take away your money
Why?
so you don't spend it all?
Why can't I spend all my money? It's my money.
Don't you want to save some of it for
Why?
a special occasion in the future?
Why do I need to do that?
What if you want to buy Dan a gift?
I don't need to buy Din anything. I just need to wrestle a creature with her.
You already did that.
But there's more creatures to wrestle.
That's fair. You might want money later to buy, other magical items that come along.
Well, I didn't buy anything for me.
And I dumped all the scrolls on the floor in front of Becky.
Oh my god.
And then I hand her the one that's actually magical. These ones might not be magical, but I bought all the rest of the scrolls that this weird bird
You
had.
see Araha immediately, like his eyes go open, and he's like, "Can I open some of them?
I bought them for Becky. You have to ask Becky.
May I open some of them?"
I mean, like, if they're magic, they're mine.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Why are you so excited? The bird was weird.
I'll give you that, but you haven't opened one of these yet, have you?
No.
It's kind of addictive.
Are you okay? Are you addicted? Do we need to call somebody?
He's fine.
Oh, I also bought, look at Poppy. I bought this hat and this scarf. They're made with magic yarn.
Oh, what did they do?
The scarf, when you wear it and wrap it around your mouth, you can talk any of the languages that you hear.
Okay.
And the hat changes your appearance.
Oh, that could be good for stealthing.
Because now, Poppy looks like a frog.
Ribbit.
Can't you just make it look whatever you want? How do we know that's the hat and not just you?
I can't even make Poppy look like how I want Poppy to look like, can I? Poppy? Be a cat again.
Well, who are these for? You said they're not for you.
Oh, well, I thought that the hat would be good for you if we need to try and sneak into your city before we go in to actually, fight your friend. But then I remembered that I learned how to cast this one spell called Seeming, and I could disguise all of us.
So the hat's useless is what you're telling me.
Yes. But only if I want to waste my only 5th level spell slot. It's useless for just you, if you're the only one trying to disguise.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
And the scarf I just thought would be beneficial since we travel a lot.
That's fair. Well, we put it in your bag, and I'm sure we'll use it.
I'm leaving Poppy decorated.
Okay. We'll get to that.
Oh boy.
I'm sure I'm holding Araha back from fucking opening all of these, and I will take out the Ifrit one and hand it to you and say, we've got this from your friend as well. It's information about Ifrit.
Is Ifrit going to the town that we are going to?
No, different town.
Okay.
But we can go there next, so you can get that
Well, I
summer.
was going to say, if there's an Ifrit temple in the town we're going to, then you could offer him up some kind of boon, or whatever he wants, and show him how strong and you are. Maybe he would give you some kind of boon to fight
And I would love to go see Ifrit, but it's much too far out of our way because it's several days north, correct? Like out of the
From
way.
the Oasis, yep.
Garuda has temples in multiple places. Like some of them are small, but like the main temple, I think, is probably the one that you have to go and do like the summoner quest in. But you can go and provide offerings at any of the little small statues.
But
I mean, there are temples. There are
Temples.
altars to the Aeons anywhere, but
If you
you
believe
can't.
the church, then they can hear you everywhere.
But if I wanted to actually like communicate with Ifrit, I'd probably have to go to his temple. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So unless you can teleport us there, we're not going
I've never been there, so I'm not sure if there's a teleportation circle.
I feel like we're probably not going to be able to get there, unfortunately. But we will go after, and
If you're not dead,
if I'm not dead, if not, you can get the summon, and
if we're not dead,
you'll be fine.
okay. Let's have Becky open all of her scrolls.
Yeah. Do we want to go through all of the scrolls right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's open scrolls. Let's
I'll
scrolls.
open up Magic Mouth and I'll be like, "Oh, Ellie, this is neat."
You didn't tell me a specific spell, you just said a spell.
Yeah. I really appreciate.
Well,
The
I
gesture.
can tell you where I found it if you want to go get your own.
Okay. Yeah.
It was by the rock tent.
The rock tent. Okay.
East. But not Poppy's East. Poppy's East was wrong.
Yeah, I guess I'll start opening up some of the other scrolls too.
So like 6 out of the ones that you, out of the 12 that you get are just like useless information. Things like, don't pee into the wind, things like that.
More pee jokes. Okay.
Yeah.
Nico flags yellow. Like
But
a little yellow bandana around it. Isn't it?
Yep.
Mascot.
4 of them have decent information about the surrounding area. There's some information about Ifrister, the capital city here in Rubis. A couple of them mention a number of... Well, one scroll in particular mentions a secret menu at the... Oh, there it is. At the tavern known as the Halo of Fire. And it is said to be a challenge for the palate as well as one's fortitude. If one is to meet the challenge, a great prize can be won.
So the 2 Beaky Boys should try this challenge.
It could be like a food though.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a con thing.
Oh.
Like very spicy food. Are you not accustomed to spicy food?
Oh, he's white.
I mean,
Mayonnaise is spicy.
Are those items I bought in
Spicy
here?
air.
Huh?
spicy air.
Spicy Reese's.
The items I bought in here?
The Hat of Disguise should be.
Yeah.
I don't, because the
I said like scarf of speaking essentially, but I don't.
yeah,
think
the
it's magic.
scarf is a different item that I just basically pulled an enchantment off of. But then another scroll says how talks about how there is a small village on the south side of Rubis that has only had contact once by any outside means, and that the last time that anyone had visited the village, it is said that the man rumored to have visited the village actually came back to the Oasis, ranting and raving about having saw a great black dragon with wings as dark as night. But also at the same time, he was taken at not at face value because he had been wandering the desert for about 3 days.
Maybe we can go befriend a dragon.
Yeah, I don't think it's that kind of dragon.
You can we'll befriend a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the end user.
No.
Bad dragon.
We're not at the cubby hole.
And that is a sponsorship. We still have.
Their prices went up. I'm not gonna lie. I started looking at stuff.
Oh, sure.
I feel like inflation
Oh, yeah.
has really hit.
Yeah.
One of the scrolls, are you opening or are you actually allowing Araha to open any of these?
Yeah, you can open some. I'm still going to read them all.
Out of the 3 that are left, so there, we'll call it 18, 19, and 20. Which one are you allowing Araha to open?
18.
Okay. So he opens this one up, and it is definitely magical because it opens up and there's just this flash of bright daylight in his face, and it fills the tent with sunlight as bright as the morning dawn, and everybody has to kind of do this, but Araha's just like, ah! And the flash dies down after a second, and Araha's just standing there my eyes!
Are you blinded?
I can't see anything.
It'll be fine in a few minutes. Just blink a lot.
He's sitting there blinking one eye and then another and rubbing his eyes. I don't want to open anymore.
What was in that scroll? Did it just? Is there any words on it now?
It just says surprise.
Oh.
That's funny.
Hmm?
That could have been really useful in combat.
It could have.
Then one of the other scrolls is actually a spell scroll, Becky. This is the scroll.
Magic mouth.
Magic no.
That would be hilarious.
You just sell magic mouth scrolls at this place. I don't understand why.
Yeah.
All of the shopkeepers seem to have one. No. So this is actually the scroll of Faraga.
Oh.
I paid 2 gold for Faraga. I paid
That's a
20
deal.
gold for Magic Mouth.
Mm-hmm.
The other scroll, when you unfurl it, doesn't actually have any words on it, but when you unfurl it, a piece of parchment falls out. Very old looking. There is some kind of speech written on here. I don't know if you speak this one, Becky. I'm gonna check.
Common, Draconic, Leonin, Primordial.
Nope, not any of those.
Want to use my scarf?
That's only speaking.
Oh, it's only spoken.
Mm-hmm.
I can cast Comprehend Languages really quick.
You can. Do you want to take 10 minutes?
Yeah, I'll do that in.
It's only spoken. So, what if someone just reads it out? They don't have to necessarily understand it, but they can just kind of stumble to pronunciation, maybe.
Depending on the language, though, you might not be able to pronounce it.
Written. I don't know.
So this one,
Does anyone recognize the language?
perhaps, what does everyone speak?
Elvish, Primordial, and Sylvan. And Common.
Well, you know Common? What?
What? Crazy.
Really?
Dwarvish, Orc, Geometric, Druidic.
Slut.
Marquies?
Celestial?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
So Marquies could read this. Whether or not he decides to chime in, he does recognize the script.
I'm not sure how, but I do know what that seems to be saying.
Okay, I'll spill it.
Okay.
Just a scroll of sending, and he reads it and sends himself.
That would be hilarious.
Oh no, I'm going towards the
Gotcha.
light.
Yeah. Oh no.
Damn.
So you start reading this scroll, and it's, you all can see that it is perhaps a portion, like it has been torn apart, perhaps a portion of a larger piece of parchment. But this particular parchment is a lot of what you can read, like what you can make out of this portion of the scroll. Seems to be an incantation of some sort, beginning with words like on high and the most powerful light is what you can read at this point. There are letters at the top of this page, and it seems to be like the top portion because it's flatter on the top portion that you're reading from. It has the letters U-L-T in Celestial.
Does ULT mean anything to you?
Okay. In character doesn't mean anything to any of us. Out of character, I know some of us already know. But do any of us in character know?
Well,
Probably not.
I mean, I don't know. Ultima?
Ultima.
Have you ever heard that word before? That's the question.
It was in my book.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So, wait. Okay.
So is Ultima a celestial spell?
It's more like a way of casting your regular spells to make them the most powerful they can be.
Mm.
So, like, what you magic users call a level 9?
Something like that.
Well, it seems
So
like
is
a
this-
very powerful mouth of magic.
The rest of the scroll just reads ultimate mouth.
Magic mouth.
The ultimate
So is
mouth.
this is this like a way to superpower a spell then? Or
It's a super powered spell.
Yeah, it's like a special way to cast it that like can increase how the damage it increases its power.
that's cool.
But we have to just find the rest of it. This is only a part of the scroll.
Is this a scroll or is this just talking about it?
Yeah, I think it's the scroll, but it's in pieces. Like, we don't have the whole full thing.
Well, I bought it from that weird bird. Maybe he has more.
Wait a minute, does anyone know mending? Maybe we can mend it.
I don't think we have any more pieces. I think we have just this one piece.
Yeah, if we mend it this way, it'll just mend the rest of it without the words.
So we have to find the rest of the pieces. Or find a similar scroll.
It's kind of interesting.
Maybe we can ask some really high magic users if they know the spell and they can just like fill in the blanks. Assuming they would, be willing to.
The only high-level magic users that we know are trying to kill us.
Mother Matoya is not trying to kill us.
It's true, but she also kicked us out. But not in a mean way.
Yeah, I don't know.
She was just tired of having people in her house.
Right. Araha definitely overstayed his welcome. I think stared daggers at him.
I suppose I can
He can't
understand
see, so he's like, is somebody talking about me?
Oh, but
No, hun.
It's okay. I just pat his head. You'll be okay.
About this time, yep. You see as Joker makes his way in the tent. He's been bandaged up, and he is closely followed by Gregor.
Oh, hey, where'd you two go? I obviously thought you abandoned us.
Why would we abandon you?
Well, Joker does it a lot.
That's true, he does.
Well, he's Prince. He gets to.
I figured it was the Empire thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I just figured it was the Joker thing. I mean,
Different
not,
culture.
So you could say this is the return of the Empire? Oh, yeah, that was Return of the Jedi. Never
Yeah.
mind.
This
Sorry.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
I don't think this Empire is going to strike back at anything.
He's
Anyway.
right here in the room.
You could strike. All
That's
of us.
one person.
You could offend Gregor. He's our friend.
Oh, is that what
We've
it
known him
is
for like
now?
2.5 days.
Right. He's an acquaintance.
He's our. I mean, you guys. I mean, I've known you longer, but you were my friends about 45 minutes into me knowing you.
Yeah, you trust people
That's
really.
a one-way thing.
That's-
though.
Yeah.
I waited 2 days to call Gregor a friend. I would call that growth.
Sure. It is some sort of growth. Not the best, but some.
I appreciate it. When Empire free you, we shall be great friends.
We can't be friends until we're free. Is that what you're
Free us.
saying?
We'll be great friends.
Free us from what?
Free you from oppression.
I mean,
We're not oppressed right now, but he thinks we are.
We kind of
I'm
are.
not sure
But
what-
By
your
the
church.
By the church, sure.
We kind
Yes.
of are. Yeah.
This is what Gregor means.
Hmm. So, Joker, what are you doing?
Why don't you start talking in third person?
Right, yeah, sure.
Joker says, I'm trying to talk you out of going to the tower.
We don't actually have a choice anymore.
Do you want my parents to die? That's the alternative.
Listen, there's...
I got him a bucket hat of disguise.
It's a bucket hat. Cannon now.
Poppy's wearing it right now.
It's not a bowler hat?
No, it's a bucket hat.
Okay.
But he says, I know it's a tough choice, but I don't think that's the only reason they want you there.
Why else would they want me to come back?
To kill you.
Other than to kill me. That's...
I mean, that was obviously
To
the goal.
enslave you.
What? How are they going to
To turn
enslave?
you into a giant monster.
There are ancient things in that tower that should not be woken up, and he is the key to waking them up.
Oh, so if they drag me back there, they can kidnap me and use me to wake something up. Cool. Cool.
So what do? We don't want that to happen, but we also don't want his parents to die.
Someone else wear the hat.
And go with Milos! That's perfect! We can put Asher in!
Yes,
Because you're the
Asher.
strongest!
Asher could clearly win this fight
You can
without contest.
clearly win that fight. That's actually a brilliant idea.
But when they...
No, then I can cast...
Never know.
Wait, we don't
I'm
even
sure
need to
they're
cast...
all idiots, right?
Yeah,
For the most
yeah.
part, yeah.
And I could cast Seeming on the rest of us and make him look like you.
Wouldn't they be confused when I start swinging with a sword and not summoning Dusty?
Well, I mean, the whole point is to be, right? It's,
It's supposed to be a physical conflict.
Yeah, challenge him to a fist fight.
But you can go without me.
We could. Yeah, that's true.
I could stay here, be
And-
perfectly
And
safe,
have somebody
And-
disguised as you.
and you
Gregor
guys...
could be disguised as you.
Yeah?
Yeah, that would work too.
As much as I don't want to leave this in your hands, I would be willing to stay back, and you guys can save my parents, potentially?
I can polymorph you into a bear.
I read a story once about a cowardly lion.
we really can't leave him here by himself. It's not. a good
Like I
idea.
said, I can use the Seeming spell and make us all look at each other, so
Or a
everyone's
bunch of
confused.
Milos.
You can turn him into a bear. You can turn.
Or we
Maul
could, yeah, we
into someone else.
we can
Oh
make
my
each
gosh.
one of us look like different people.
But the thing is, I will be there. I should not be there. Because
Someone else should stay behind.
Yeah, I'll leave them all behind.
But
No.
Like
I-
like
He
one of us.
physically him The physical him.
Yes.
He shouldn't be there.
Milos, me,
Yes.
should not go with you. Someone that looks like me can go with
Yes,
you.
but someone else should also stay with you,
Oh,
so that
back
you
with
aren't
you.
staying here by yourself.
Araha can stay with me. He's fine. Like, we can take care of ourselves. I can hang out with Nico. I can help with some stuff around the encampment. It's fine.
Joker's here and Gregor's here.
You can
Yeah.
continue shopping.
I can continue shopping, yes.
It'll be like supermarket sweep.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Becky's pretty rough if we need Becky to stay behind.
I mean, I'll do what I can to help you.
you guys have a couple days. She can rest up along the way.
I think maybe the 4 of us, you can rest. You'll have enough backup in case anyone decides to show up
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason. And one of you can pretend to
Didn't
be...
somebody give us some kind of item that would get us in to the Tower Unknown?
What?
Joker. Joker gave us an item that would get us into the Tower Undetected. Like a back door. We got something. Didn't we get some? Joker, you gave us something, right?
Yes, I gave you a key.
Oh, the ley line key or the key line key? But that only works if we've been to the place
Key
before.
line
I thought.
Except for I've been to that place.
Oh, you're going to be with us. Oh, I thought you were leaving.
He can't come with us. He's half dead.
But we're bringing this half dead.
I'm very
When
much...
Matt's half dead, okay, you can come. You're right.
I do have another way I could help. I'm assuming there's a tree in the oasis that we could walk through. I could open a doorway through a tree.
There's no.
We're
We're in the desert.
Palm trees.
There's
It's an
not a tree
oasis.
here. Not here. Not in this specific area.
Oh.
It just has to be a tree of some sort.
Do we have to go through a tree to get to another tree?
Yes.
Yes.
We don't have a tree.
Where we
To get to
currently
the
are.
tree.
I'm just making suggestions.
Can we make a tree out of sand?
Can I grow a tree? Can I like use? Okay.
I think why don't we just use the perfectly good key that Joker gave us to open a door?
Yes. Sorry, I made a suggestion. Just
But that's a good way to get away. If you know of another tree and we don't need to come back to the desert, or to get us to Ifrater, or whatever.
Frester.
Ifrester, because you've been there, right?
Yeah. Is there a tree in a Frester? Okay. Are there trees in the oasis? So hypothetically,
Yeah, there's a number of palm trees.
we could walk through.
Is there any cactuses here? Does that count as a tree?
Does that count? Does that count as a tree? That's a quick
It's a
one.
plant.
It's not a
Grow
tree.
What do you consider a tree?
Like, I think of like a sago palm. That's a cactus.
Do you know what a
tree,
broccoli
right?
looks like?
Yes.
It's like that big.
Oh, okay. I mean,
We'll figure it. You know what? We are not good planners. We'll figure it out as we go.
yeah.
We're reactors.
We are. I mean, look at the whole Becky situation. We didn't plan for anything that happened, and it all happened anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think Marquies might still be mad at me.
So
Becky's still mad at you.
I tried to buy you another book, but nobody was selling books today.
It's fine.
we can.
So
I'll help in my way. I'll learn how to do these spells and see if they help. I guess I can make an alarm clock in the tent.
That's something.
Yeah, I'm helping, guys.
Yeah.
You can make a talk to you.
Wait, without your book, can you not
Yeah,
cast
so-
any of your magic?
Well, I'm sure I can.
She just has to copy into a new book.
Well,
You don't have to with the new rules, because you'll be a warlock.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I told you could use this last half of the unwritten book that other Ellie didn't finish writing. It works as a spell book, right?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
It'll be fine.
So
You could borrow my journal.
No, let's just drop the book thing.
it's fine. It's fine.
It's got unicorns on it.
well,
So the plan is you're going to use this new key. Does it just take you directly to?
Joker's.
I thought a green mage had to use
Well,
it.
Joker said he's been there before.
I just have to have been there. Somebody who has been to the location has to be there with the green mage.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be the green mage specifically. It just has to be someone in the group.
Mm-hmm.
So the 5 of you I don't know, Gregor, are you going with?
And he kind of looks at Joker and he says, "I have different missions. Sorry."
Very well. The 5 of you are just going to instantly teleport to the Oasis.
You're not coming too?
How am I specifically said I should not go.
Put the bucket hat on, and now you can be Gregor.
But if I get identified as not me, as me, they'll know and kidnap me. It's too much of a risk.
But if you were not here with you, they could come here and do the same thing. I mean, the guy with the scythe showed up out of nowhere. At least he'd be with us.
Yeah, didn't he say that was his job, was to get you there?
True.
Seems like he's gonna know.
It's better to be safe closer to danger than...
Who's gonna know? Who's gonna know?
They're not gonna know. They're gonna know.
They're gonna know. So, is the new plan I just wear the hat of disguise and we all go?
Well, somebody's got to be you, and I've only got one hat.
Yes, and that's something. I don't know.
I mean, does someone have to be me?
Not if you're someone else.
Yeah, I could just look like someone else.
Yeah.
I can look like Gregor. He's not coming with.
Yeah?
Very handsome, yes.
Wait,
You
what
gotta
if,
talk like him too, though.
can we just swap 2 of you?
What do you mean?
Well, what if you look like Milos and you look like Asher?
She'd have to do. She'd have to do.
There's
Yeah,
only one bucket.
yeah. She'd have to do.
There's only one bucket hat. I could use a spell, but it's a 5th level spell, so...
Maybe we should save it.
I mean, do we think we're really going to need... Is that the only one that you have at that level?
No.
Really? I think you do.
I only have one spell slot.
So yes.
So yes. I have another 5th level spell that I could cast instead.
I would assume you have multiple.
I guess it depends. I mean, we have to go there for some sort of one-on-one duel. And so the question is, are you willing to actually put yourself on the line there?
Yes. I just don't want to be kidnapped and used like a puppet. Because I feel like that's what's going to
You
happen.
have a story to tell that lady.
I did tell her
But
that.
if you need to again.
You need to reiterate.
She
So-
might need a sequel.
Yeah, right.
How long does your spell last?
Seeming? I think 8 hours.
Seeming, yeah, it lasts for
Maybe it's 24.
8 hours. But I also have the ability to... Oh, no, never mind. But the hat, I think, lasts indefinitely.
Yeah, it's just a hat. So maybe I wear the hat until we get into the palace, and then I take it off.
I mean, if you're not you, maybe they'll just think you didn't come and you weren't brave enough to come or something. And
Maybe.
that'll send the trail for them to go look for you when you're there. I mean, that could...
Can you have someone fight on your behalf?
Good champion?
I don't think so. I think it has to be me. Or someone that looks like me. I don't know. I feel like Boric will know if we try and have Asher do it. I feel like Boric will recognize that it's not me.
He will as soon as he makes contact. The hat doesn't physically change your appearance. It just... It's an illusion.
Alright, this
As
is
soon
what
as
we'll
he
do.
touches him, and he'll know it's not
So-
Milos, because he won't be furry.
What if, instead, you wear the hat to disguise as someone else, and then we just play it off the entire time until we're working on getting into the fight, where we just say, don't worry, you'll be here for the fight when it happens, and we'll just kind of run the clock, and then that way they don't know that you're actually there, and then you show up in the arena, and everyone will just... what are they going to do? Try and kidnap you in front of everyone?
Well,
That would be a dishonorable play.
it's not an arena necessarily. It's just the throne room.
Okay, well then you show up in the throne room.
But it's not in front of a bunch of people. It's just the 2 of us. Like, there's going to be you guys, obviously, but it's not like a theatrical thing. It
So
is
if it looks like they try to abduct him, we start fighting.
Then it's exactly, they're perfect. So
Do
we'll
you
all
need
be
the hat?
there.
I mean, it's just to kind of get through town so we're not spotted.
So we get to the throne room, and then once just before the fight, as we're playing off the whole "don't worry, he'll be here," we'll get into the throne room. We'll be all set up and ready, and then you can reveal yourself. We're all there, so if they try and kidnap you, well, then we can just fight them off. But until then, nobody knows the one of them.
Yeah,
It's worth a shot. Our plans never go
It's the
well.
only play we have.
But it's all
Yeah.
we've got. We could put you in that bag if you're okay with suffocating.
no,
You just stick your head out a bit.
no, that sounds horrible. Besides, I don't think I'd fit in that bag.
I could polymorph
500
you
pounds.
into looking like one of
So
Din's
little tight
pets.
though.
It's not a gaping hole. I had to stretch it out.
Do you really want to spend a spell slot to make me look like a pet?
No. It's just an idea.
Okay.
I think the hat's the easiest.
Yeah, I'll take the hat off of the bucket hat off of Poppy, and I'll put it on, and
It's
I'll
so tiny.
yeah, right, and I'll look like Gregor with a
Maybe
with a
a
poppy.
raw tier would be a better option.
Gregor has a helmet.
Oh yeah, I can make it look like a helmet. But why would I want to look like a Raha? He's coming away.
Well, people would possibly know that Gregor is going to be with Joker.
How would they? We're gonna be with Joker.
Joker's coming with? That seems like a
Yeah, that's how we're
Yes,
getting there.
that's how we're
I
getting
know.
there.
I
Yes.
said that was a terrible idea, and Araha's coming with us too.
It's the 6 of us. 3, 6,
So
7,
Gregor-
8. There's 8. I can't count.
And Poppy.
So Gregor is
Nine.
not coming
And
back
Maul.
to protect the prince?
10.
And Peaches.
No, Gregor said he has another mission.
Yeah.
Well, Gregor's
Yeah, fine.
coming.
Gregor's coming, but not Gregor.
Well, this... Okay.
As I'm saying it as Gregor.
We're coming with an entire entourage.
Yeah,
But not the person they want.
But not the person that they want.
correct. Yeah. Say I chickened out. Yeah, that's fine.
He's dead.
No,
You
we've
killed him.
just got a plan.
You murdered me.
I'm now the king.
I think it's fine. We've got an entrance planned, we'll just play it off. Don't worry, he'll be
It'll-
here.
yeah,
We're
it'll
gonna
be
make a big
fine.
entrance and then...
This can only go well.
Right? We just can't
Joker's
get
just like, this is going to end poorly.
It'll end
You
the
chose
worst, but
Right.
these are the options we have.
These are the days
Well.
of our lives.
right?
If you will, and he holds his hand out to you, Asher.
Let's do it. Let's do it right
Open our
now.
door.
Come and knock on the door. And as you're standing around him, he actually places his hand on the key as well, and you guys see as this little green flame of energy, as Asher holds the key out,
Does this mean I'm a green mage?
Mhm.
this little
Okay.
green flame of energy drops down.
No.
And it speeds along to the east, kind of northeast, to the oasis in that direction. And you see as the flame dripping down from the key opens up into a portal, and you see a familiar sight, Milos, as the throne room now lays before you.
Oh, we're going directly to the throne room.
Oh, this is a fast pass.
Yeah, it's very fast.
Do you all step through?
Yeah,
Can you change those rules?
you might as well, right?
All right.
I think we're all ready.
So you all step through quickly, and just as quickly, the portal closes behind you. As you step in, Milos, you see that there is a dagger with a piece of parchment stabbed into the throne. And as you approach in Leonin, it says, "I've moved the playing ground. Meet me at the top of the tower."
Of course it has to be at the top of the tower. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to the top of the tower, boys and girls, and they thems.
And that is where we will end this episode. So, make sure to tune in next time, guys, and we will see you later. Bye.
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 Okay, well,